Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mode. Today we're talking about the Premier League from a different perspective, a little bit, a panel show where we discuss all the big games and even if there are small games you want to discuss. But thank you everybody that joined Footy Judge Mode. I'm here with a fantastic panel. Let's not waste time and get them right away here. The first one, everybody is in the description. Their channel is simple to find. You click a link and it's there. Of course, his debut on the channel, the one you saw before, Liverpool fan, but very fair in his assessment. It's the one and only Michael is here from Michael Talks Football. Welcome to the channel, my man.
Thank you, Mo. At least we are coming in good terms after yesterday's win. And today is going to be a nice and civil debate about the footballing weekend. Thanks for having me on, Mo.
Hopefully, of course. And the second one is someone you have seen on the channel many times. Of course, Arsenal fan, level-headed, not really. A little bit, not much, but like he backs his team with all the heart in the world. It's the Englishman, it's the one and only Kunle's here.
Oh yeah, now my people. It's your dark-skinned man from the motherland. If you didn't know before, tonight you go understand. And yes, I say it how it is. I'm not delusional. I back my team to the end, though, man. Big up, everyone. Smash the likes.
Smash the like button, people. Already 30 people here with just 1 minute. One of my favorite content creators out there. Love to talk to the guy. Absolutely brilliant. The background is brilliant. The headphones are brilliant. And his watch-alongs are gold for content. If you just wanted gold for content, it's Joe, people.
Oh, look, I didn't even mean to do that, man. That's the iPhone. That's the iPhone. No, big up, Mo. Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure as always, my man. So yeah, it's good.
Pleasure to have the guys, of course. Guys, everyone here is welcome all the time to the channel. I had a discussion with Igal yesterday for like an hour and a half. The show went way past 1 a.m. But I'm here today. We're discussing the Premier League. But there's going to be agendas a little bit here. This is kind of different.
Well, Mo gender, there's always
there's going to be an agenda. This is how we're going to do the show. We're going to ask everybody to preview the games, but also I'm going to ask you, why do you want this team to win? Apart from your predictions, why do you want this team to win and why do you want this team to lose? It's title races, it's relegation, it's you want this above that. People, hit that like button for us. Mr. Link with the first super chat. We're here. You never walk alone. Big ups, great panel. Thank you so much for everybody supporting the channel. Make sure to hit that like button. Get the likes up right away. We'll start right away, of course, with the Manchester Derby. I'm going to start with Michael. It's his first time on the channel. The Manchester Derby. Let me know, what do you think is going to happen? And how do you think both teams are going to, especially Manchester United, how do you think Manchester United got to set up?
The logical way that United should set up is just how they did it last season. Sit back and counterattack. Because if they go toe-to-toe with City, they'll get annihilated 6-1, 5-1, because defensively, they are not a good side. If FC Copenhagen are rocking up to Old Trafford and playing Jogo Bonito football, what do you think this City team is going to do? And people could say, look, City, they don't look the same. City know what they're going to do. But I'm quite intrigued to see what Ten Hag. I think if Ten Hag goes into that game and thinks to himself, I can play football against these guys, he's going to get destroyed, Mo.
However,
I think he will.
Yesterday, Igal gave the same thing. Like he said, they should do that. I want to know what you think he's going to do, Ten Hag.
No, I think he's going to sit back and counterattack. I think he's going to be smart about it.
Anybody oppose it? I actually don't think so, but yeah.
But why not, Mo? Why do you think he's not?
I think he's stubborn enough to go. He's going to try from the first minute to go press them high.
Impossible. No, Man United cannot go toe-to-toe with anybody.
They can. I never said they can.
No.
The manager think he can.
No, he can't, bro. He was there on Tuesday night, like we all were, watching Copenhagen nearly nick a point at Old Trafford. Oi, what's his name? Bobby Charlton's spirit ain't watching over them anymore, but that 1 week has expired now. That 1 week of riding off Bobby Charlton's death, like RIP, the great legend as well. That he saved them in them last 2 games. He willed them to victory, but it can't continue. City are gonna run up in there and cause more nightmares in the theater of nightmares. It's just how it is. It's how it is. It's a shithole right now, man, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I do believe, though, United fans, you need to take it easy on Ten Hag. Let him at least get to the end of the season. I'm not saying he'll figure it out, but at least allow him the opportunity to figure out for how well he did last year. I think he's earned the right for the chance to figure it out. Do I think it's gonna work? Yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be enjoyable watching it regardless, man.
But Mo, don't you think this is a game that's really suited to Rasmus Højlund? Because we saw it last season with Atalanta. This guy on the counterattack was devastating. And we know what City are going to do. They're not going to leave so much space to him because obviously the 4 center backs that they play. But I think this game is going to suit Højlund to a T, in my opinion.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to get Joe's opinion. I'm telling you from here. I'm coming from the future, right? Ten Hag is going to start the game trying to press very high. He's going to try to have the ball. He's going to try to play from the back. He's going to have Onana. He's going to push the line up. This is what he's going to try to do. He might sit back later, but Ten Hag isn't going to start the game at Old Trafford sitting back. He doesn't do that.
What's his midfield three, man? What's his midfield three?
I don't know how he's going to do, but I think he's going to play Diamond in the midfield. I think he's going to play Casemiro, Amrabat, Bruno, and maybe Mason Mount for energy.
Oh my!
Maybe Mason Mount for energy.
Or
he's gonna play McTominay.
Scotty too hotty. You've got to play Scotty too hotty, man. He's having a freaking great time right now. Big up, Scotty.
I don't think Joe, do you think he's gonna sit back? Forget what you think he should do, or what you think he should do.
Yeah, I think he will. Like, I don't see him changing. I don't rate him at all.
But they don't sit back. They don't even know how to sit back. Against Copenhagen, they were, you know the team that doesn't know, like, dancing on the stairs. They're not in the upper floor. They're not in the lower floor. They don't know what to do. Are we gonna sit back or are we gonna press? They're in the middle because they have Onana. He keeps pushing the line up, asking the guys to move up. That's the problem with Manchester United for me.
I think the best thing they can hope for is like 1 or 2-0. Like, if I'm honest, because it could. Yeah, that's
to lose 1 or 2-0.
Yeah,
you don't think they have a chance of winning the game?
No, they don't. Not at all. I think they're terrible. I think someone's mentioned it in the chat about a bald Ollie. I genuinely think he's poor. I told you before that when we did the Brentford preview, I said Thomas Frank's a better manager than this guy. Do you know what? As well, just before we came on, I was watching.
If he keeps going, you'll be surprised. He can name 10 managers that are better than Ten Hag in the league. By the way, I know that you don't have an agenda. I know you explained it to me. He literally explained why does he think Ten Hag is not a good manager.
I just think as well, like, one huge thing is player recruitment. And just before coming live, I was watching the Filthy Fellas video and they were doing the Man United's top 10 signings under Ten Hag. And, like, when you actually go through and deep what he's brought to the football club, it is piss poor. Like, Wout Weghorst was, like, number 6.
Talent ID, no, Joe. They said he's got
talent ID. But Joe, is that Ten Hag's fault or United's fault that they signed Weghorst and Sabitzer?
Because
they said he's got talent ID, bro. They told us. That's what the fans told us.
I think that's a bit harsh.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they told us, bro. I'm just going by what they told us.
Yeah. It's terrible, mate. And, like, even, like, the Mason Mount one, I actually don't mind Mason Mount. I think he's all right. You don't win Player of the Year at Chelsea as bad as they've been or whatever. I think he won it in the Champions League season anyway. He came up clutch for them at times. I don't think he's that bad of a player, but it was the wrong profile of play now within hindsight. It's too similar to what Bruno is. I just think the buys are haphazard. He doesn't seem to have a clue. And I think Man United fans, they're not gassed because I watch a lot of content and listen to a lot of fans. I think they understand how bad it is as well because just beating Burnley and just beating this. And like you mentioned, Copenhagen midweek, I was praying, man. I was praying they were getting beat there. Mate, honestly, I was praying.
Not on Bobby's watch, man. Game at home, do you get what I'm saying? It couldn't
there's
happen.
Something in it. There is some... I know this might sound like crazy, but I remember when Gary Speed passed and we were all clapping for him on the 11th minute, and at the end of the 11th minute, Robert Snodgrass scored a goal against Nottingham Forest, literally at the end of that. And it's like, wow, okay, sometimes. So as you were talking, I was thinking, you never know, divine intervention and all that jazz. But like you say, that's gone now, right? Yeah. And I think they will get absolutely slapped up. And we've seen him get beat 2-0 and slapped up like a training ground game. So they've got to try and be competitive. I just don't think they will be. And it's going to be an easy 3 points.
What about the counter-attacking
Man
thing again? Man City concede a goal now every game they play lately. Every game. Like Manchester City... They haven't had a clean sheet in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but who scores for Man U?
Who scores for Wolves? Who scores for Young Boys? Who scores for whatever team they're playing? Like, come on, Conley, who scores for who?
I hear it.
I'm not against Manchester. I think Manchester City.
No, I hear it.
I will never put a penny on Man United winning this game. Like, Man United for me have 5% chance because everything can happen in football. I actually think their manager is stubborn, Ten Hag. I don't think he's gonna sit back, and I keep saying that. But again, there is a chance
And
always.
we can all hope
There is a
and pray,
chance
man.
referees are there as well. You know that. What
Oh
happened
yeah,
last year?
VAR is their best chance of winning that game. Let's be honest, mate. VAR is
And
the
this-
only way they have a chance. Bro.
This stuff with Sancho's out of order as well. Like that's
For who?
another
From Ten Hag.
from both sides. Don't get me wrong. I think
Both,
Sancho
yeah.
should maybe say, "Look, I'm sorry" or whatever. But the way that he's being treated, I think, is a bit out of order as well.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is with the Sancho thing? It's not necessarily Ten Hag was wrong for criticizing him. I'm just thinking the timing of it was just the worst because
Yeah.
you have a 90 million signing that the club backed you with. He's currently dealing with his own situation, and that's the time that you decide to call out the only guy that could potentially take over that role and maybe playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. It was just terrible timing, and then doubling down on it as well. So there was really no comebacks. And look, I think Sancho is a clown anyway. Let's be honest. And if he just not said anything, the world would have just seen it for ourselves that Sancho is an absolute clown and Ten Hag's right for how he's dealing with him. But the fact that he's done that situation and called him out, it's put him in no man's land. And on top of that, now Man U, their form is down. People are like, what do we do off the right-hand side? Fans are thinking, ooh, maybe Sancho could have been a good option. But we all know Sancho would have done fuck all on that right-hand side. But
That's what I don't get. Yes,
but
you're
no,
right.
but the thing is, the fans can say it now because Ten Hag gave them the opportunity to say it with how he dealt with Sancho. So now,
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of
it's
Man United
hard.
fans tell me, but look at Sancho. If he plays, I'm like, he has been playing for 2 years and he hasn't provided anything.
Yes,
Because he
terrible.
played a couple of games in the preseason, you think he's gonna. But Anthony's bad. So is Sancho as well. Like he's bad as well. Like he is not better than him.
Anthony's been better than Sancho. Let's keep it.
Like,
above.
that's the reality. People hit that like button. Get us to 50 likes quickly. The like button is underneath your live chat. It's simple. Doesn't cost you a penny. If you want to get involved, super chats appreciated. If I catch a question that is good, I'll post it, of course. But the like button is very important. Underneath your live chat, close the live chat, come back and chat with us. So from Manchester City point of view, they shouldn't be worried at all. Going to Old Trafford, this is a derby. Like
It's
why
a
nobody
Manchester
is,
derby. It's a Manchester derby, Mo. You always have to in the back
Yeah,
of your
but
mind thinking because obviously the last game last season. I mean, VAR helped them or whoever helped them in that game, but anything can happen on Derby Day. But the odds are like massively with Man City because of how bad United are and Haaland just got back into the scoring, so he'll be hungry for more goals
What's
tomorrow.
Dortmund going to do against Dalot? Do you know what I mean?
What's Haaland going to do against Maguire?
Yeah, Alvarez.
Hey,
Is flying right now.
Calm down. Harry's doing his bit right now, man.
Come on,
Big up.
man. He hasn't
up,
faced the
slab it,
Norwegian
up,
monster that's
slab it.
Erling Haaland.
Hey, you never know. You might pocket him. You never know, bro. You never know. Big up, Harry, man.
I think
Harry in all day.
Do you know what? I actually like Harry Maguire. I can't lie to you. I feel a bit sorry for him the way he's being treated. I like this redemption arc that he's on, but I do think.
Why do you like him?
might-
I'm sorry. Why do you like Harry Maguire?
Why do I like? Do you know what? Right, this is mad. Do you know what?
Give
I'm
me
a bit
one
like
good
you.
reason why you would like Harry Maguire.
Why I
give
like him.
after.
Okay, so the reason I like him, I think, mainly is probably because Man United fans hate him, and I hate Man United fans. So I'm like, do you know what? No, this guy's good. I think you're harsh on him. Do you know what I mean? It's like an agenda. But no, he's not a bad. Listen, he never lets England down. He never lets England down. So he's cool. He's cool with me. I wish he would have moved. But listen, they all owe him apology anyway. And do you know what I seen at the end of the game when Anana's giving it the big one because he saved this penalty, great save and all that. But who was stood next to him, pointing to him? Maguire. Maguire should have put him in the bin for the way that he tried to embarrass him in that game, and he came out and he's lambasting him, trying to get on favour with the fans. I would have turned around to that guy and gone, listen, get in the bin. So it shows a lot about Harry Maguire's character as well, to be fair.
Character. British Bulldog. Fuck yeah.
But I think this is the game where like Man City haven't looked their best compared to last season, and everybody's been criticized. Oh, it's just the same Man City.
Don't say
this
that.
same
Please,
old crap.
stop.
No, it's the same old crap that I hear every time on social media. Trust me, when it comes to this game, they've only been, I think it's Fulham 5-1 and Burnley 3-0. This is the game where you make a statement if you're Man City. After what happened against Arsenal and the performance they put out there, this is now where you can really send a statement to the rest of the league. oh, you guys think you're really going to challenge us for the title? And then they beat Man United, 3-0, 4-0, and send out a convincing performance. And especially Haaland, because the criticism that Haaland got for 2-3 games is blasphemous, in my opinion. Absolutely blasphemous. The guy is the best striker in the world. When he's on form and when he's delivering, nothing can stop him.
Yeah. Do you know what with City? Yeah, like people criticize them out of boredom, bro. I've realized it's literally out of boredom, because I don't know how anyone that's the top of the Premier League scoring charts could be struggling in the Premier League. Like, explain the. Have you ever heard anything like that before? Nope. Like the guy who's at the top of the charts, he's just not the same. Like, look, Haaland's gonna score the same, if not more goals than he did last season. The combination of how he does it, we don't know yet. That's the only thing. We don't know if he's going to score 2 hat-tricks in his next game or 3 hat-tricks in the last month of the season. We don't know. But one thing that's guaranteed, as long as you give the boys service, goals are going to be scored. And that is the bottom line. So just stop.
So what if they don't win the game then?
They will do, though, Mo. It's not even a question.
There is no if here.
No, I don't think so. Genuinely.
If they don't, sensational for me.
They didn't win the game.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one game where I hate Man United with a passion, with like passionate hatred. I cannot stand those boys. So watching their fans in pain makes me excited. I enjoy it. No, sorry, Man U fans in the comment section. It's true. Let's be honest, Man U showed me a lot of pain during my childhood. So yeah, their hatred is real. But also, I want to win the league. So if City are to lose the game, of course I'll be excited too. Of course I'll be excited. But
so who do you want to win then?
I don't
know.
Now
the agenda. Now the agenda.
I don't know.
Now the
literally.
agenda. No, you have to answer. I'm gonna start. I actually want Man City to win for the title and everything. And because I know Man United, if they win this game, they're gonna say Man United is back, blah blah blah, all the stuff. I just, for some reason, this game I want Man City to win. For some reason, Michael, who do you want to win this game?
You're really asking a Liverpool fan that question?
Yeah, 100%.
Who do you think I want to win this game? Of course,
Manchester United,
100%. Big up, Sophia, man.
Man United, no way.
100%.
Of course, Man City.
100%. You need Man United to win. You're Liverpool. You're challenging for the title. This is absolutely strange.
No. I'm sorry. This is Man United. I want them to get absolutely embarrassed at their own ground in the Manchester
If I have
Derby.
Roma, I don't. It's up to you. Kunle, who do you want to win? Honestly, forget it's nothing. Who do you want to win this game? For your own club, for your own sake.
Okay. So you're asking for my club now. That's a different. For my club.
Yeah, for you.
No. They're two. Hey Mo, but trust me, they're 2 different questions. For my club, I want City to lose. But for me, I love pain inflicted on Manchester United, so I'll take that too. But for my club, we need City to lose. I'll say that. But me, anyone loses, somebody's getting trolled, man. Regardless, man, we're gonna have some fun on that Sunday.
Joe, we know Joe wants Man United to lose every single game. Like it's not.
100%.
It's not even a question.
No,
it's not even a question.
And do you know what though, as well? Like again, it comes back to. I think he gets an easy ride, me, because they have took some batterings, and I'm expecting a similar battering at the weekend. I can't wait. Sunday, sit down, chill out, feet up, and just watch them get battered from pillar to post. So it's going to be good.
Guys, hit that like button. Get us to 100 likes, over 100 people here on a Friday midday or whatever, late afternoon for you, wherever you are in the world. It's early for me. I want to move on from this game, to be honest, but I want predictions, a little bit of predictions. I think Man City win 2-0. I think Man United don't score this game. Somehow Man City will keep a clean sheet. Anybody else think that Man United will score?
Yeah, I think 3-1, man. 3-1. Harry Maguire.
Again?
Not sauce.
I think McTominay will score, right? Maybe McTominay will score and then he'll give a penalty away or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. 4-0 for City. Let's go.
What was the game that Sancho scored the first goal and then City just battered United? What was that game?
Was that 4-1, I think, 2 seasons ago?
I think maybe something like that could happen if Man U score first. So it could be messy.
It's 4-1, I think.
Last season they had their home form though, didn't they? They were really good at home last season, and
defensively they were a good side too. Now they don't look like a good defensive side.
That's what I mean. I mean, Man United, even if they try to park the bus, but United can't defend. Copenhagen opened them up.
Mate, I saw
Sheffield
them.
did.
Man U's defense last Saturday was crazy. It was Evans, Maguire, Lindelof, and Dalot. That was their back four. I was like, what the fuck in 2023?
Yeah, it's strange, to be honest.
Crazy.
I know we're moving on from the Manchester derby. I'm gonna do a preview, like detailed preview later, hopefully. I wanna move to Arsenal, to be honest. I want to move to Arsenal. You play an easy game. Let's just say that you play an easy game against Sheffield United, one of the worst teams.
There's no easy games in the Premier League.
There is an easy game when you play freaking Sheffield United at home. There has to be an easy game. This is one of the easiest games in the Premier League. Do you disagree with that?
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. There's no easy games in the Premier League.
With
that being said, hey, we better destroy this Sheffield United team. I want murder, literally. I want relentless attack, clinical. I want it all. I also need a little bit of a freshen up in my starting 11, but I'll wait to your questions if I go into that.
Listen, it's as simple as, when is Odegaard going back into the form? Does Odegaard's form affect your title challenge? If he doesn't get back into form, does that hinder the team? Does that hold the team back? That's the question. These are the questions that everybody's asking.
I think this is a perfect opportunity for Arteta to prove that he's not full of shit, personally. And what I mean by that is he's the manager that gave ESR the number 10 shirt. He's the manager that decided that Reece Nelson should be given an extension on his contract. All right, if that's what you thought, let's see them, innit? Let's see if you believe in these boys, because there's people in the team that deserve to be dropped.
Hold on.
Show us that they need to be dropped. I think ESR should come Odegaard. Drop Odegaard for ESR.
But this is the perfect game for him to go back into form.
No, he deserves to be dropped, man. You can't be playing bro, look, Mo, he's not turned up all season. He scored one goal against Manchester United at best. He shouldn't be given another chance to come back into form, because he's been stinking at the pace for like how many weeks now? Someone else deserves a chance. Show him that he can be dropped. That no matter if he's captain or not, he can be dropped. We need that ruthlessness. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Man United fans are calling for. Hey, Man United fans are calling for Bruno to be dropped. So what's the difference? He's the captain too. Like, just because you're captain doesn't mean you're undroppable. If you're out of form, you're out of form.
No, I don't know. Anybody else want to chime in here? Like, want to say something?
Who's going to start at striker for you guys? Because now Jesus is injured. Is it going to be Nketiah again?
Is he injured again?
Yeah, he's injured.
No, I think he's all right. No, I thought you said he might be
Arteta just said that Jesus and Partey out for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Partey, bro. Anyway, we'll get into that one another day, bro. But yeah, Jay-Z's, I'd personally, I'd start Havertz in the false nine than Eddie, bro. I can't stand Eddie. Like, Eddie's doing his best. He's doing the best he can. But the best is just not what we need. Eddie's... let me not.
He'll be all right against Sheffield United, though.
You're right. To be honest, Joe, you're right. But
do you know what I mean?
But the last two little cameos that Havertz has had, he's done quite decent in. So if there was a game to give him to start, maybe in a false nine, I feel further up the pitch, he's always better for me than in the midfield position. I'd start him here, maybe nick a goal, get some confidence, and see what happens there, man. I'd like to see that, because Eddie's been given chance after chance after chance. So I'd personally start Havertz. Joe, I don't rate Havertz. Don't get it twisted.
No, yeah.
But if there's ever a time to give him a chance, I think at home to Sheffield United would be a great, solid opportunity.
Yeah, hit the like button, people. Mike, I never had your opinion on Arsenal. I wanted your opinion on Arsenal. How do you think they rival you as Liverpool fan?
I think they're the main rivals for Man City for the title. That's why I'm shocked that you want to drop Odegaard, one of your best players. I know he hasn't been performing to what the standards he showed last season or the season before, but you cannot drop Odegaard. For who? Fabio Vieira. This is the problem. Like,
Emil Smith-Rowe, bro.
Okay, Emil Smith-Rowe. Maybe he should start in the position that Havertz was trying to play for the most majority of this season. He couldn't do it. That's where Emil Smith-Rowe should play. I think this is a perfect game for Smith-Rowe as well, because Sheffield United, what are they going to do? They have like 15 injuries or something ridiculous like that. They have an amount of injuries. So I actually quite like Arsenal. I think they're kind of having a different approach this season compared to last year, where last year, very fun side to watch. Saka, Martinelli playing well, Odegaard. This season, it's a bit more control. We're not going to just blitz teams. We're going to just control the game. We'll win 2-0. It's not going to be pretty, But I think the main objective is they got to just challenge for the title this season. Because if they don't, that's not going to look great for Arteta. Because the money they spent on Rice, even though Rice has been balling out, I still like Arsenal. I just think people are very critical of Arsenal in the way they play. But they got to sort out that striker position. Because if it ain't Jesus, I don't want to see Havertz at the false nine. We saw that at Chelsea. The guy was ass.
Joe, what do you think about, like, what does Arsenal need? Oh, Declan Rice again. You're gonna come with the Declan Rice.
Oh man, I just love the guy. You know this. He was phenomenal again, wasn't he? What a player! What a player! What was the question, Mo? Listen, Mo, you're gonna have to concede at some point and say, do you know what, Joe? You were right, and I'm sorry.
Concede about what?
Do you know what? About what? Well, let me just say something. Actually,
I never said otherwise.
No.
I never said otherwise.
There must be something in this thing that Joe said, bro.
I just said he's better than Thomas Partey. I said he's better than Thomas Partey.
He thinks he's better than Thomas Partey. He thinks he's better. Like, he thinks, that's what he's saying.
I do.
One of the best
and that's what you say. But it's fine.
He's
it's
like,
fine.
he wants me to concede. And I'm like,
I'm right.
Look, I'll be honest with you. By the end of the season, I'm sure I'll be agreeing with you. But as of the start of this season, Partey was a better DM.
Yeah. You use no more. You watch him week in, week out. That's fair. I just want to say as well, there was a guy, and I don't know if it was on this channel or Never a Fall, who keeps coming on and he keeps like having little bites at me, right? And do you know what? When I seen that Declan Rice carry that ball through midfield, right, midweek, and I said he was a great ball carrier, and some guy in the chat was giving me grief saying, great ball carrier, you know, Jack. Where are you now? Where are you now is what I will say to you, because he showed you. He showed you. Listen, Saka's will score and assist in this game. I think Saka might do a bit of a madness, to be honest, against Sheffield United. Sheffield United are poor. They might beat Derby's record at this rate.
No, they're the worst team in Europe. I'm sorry, Joe. They're the worst team in Europe. And I watch a bunch of leagues. They are garbage.
Yeah. They're not good, so Arsenal will batter them, I think, really, really well.
Can we just say something? Saka is doing Mohamed Salah's things in terms of not putting the good performance, but he still have 4 goals and 3 assists. That's what
He's there in the chat, Jordan Brown. It was you. I see you. You're creeping out. He's there. I see you. But nah. Saka's scored or assisted in the last 7 or 8 games or something.
But that's what I mean. Like, listen, I'm someone who's saying, Saka should do better, should do that, should do this. But at the end, I say the same for Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah last game missed bunch of chances, couldn't get past Mikalenko once on the right side, but at the end delivered the goods. If Saka's doing the same, I'm gonna keep the same energy. At the end, Saka's delivering. Against Chelsea, he's the one probably who got the draw for Arsenal. But people want to say he's not playing well. Well, he's delivering. What happens when he plays well then? If he's delivering now?
Nah, look, the reality is when it comes to Saka, like, I don't think as an opposition fan, not many of them are going to be ready to give him the praise he deserves until he wins a major trophy. It's going to be like that. I wish it wasn't that, but that is the facts, because he can't be so consistent back to back for club and country. Indispensable for both, and people are still ignoring his game. Yes, maybe he hasn't. Literally.
It's because he's Arsenal star boy. That's what it is. It's because he's Arsenal star. So then when he does that, they're like, "Oh, star boy," but he's literally elite, man. He's elite. I think he's and he's still so young, man. Great player.
Yeah, well, why do people do that to Bukayo Saka? Is it because of Arsenal fans are annoying?
Yeah.
And
My fan base is annoying, to be fair, man. I won't lie. They are annoying because they give people praise earlier than they deserve praise. Like, beginning of last season, they were calling them world class. So I'm only listening to the world class shouts because
they're doing it with Rice. The thing about it, they're doing it with Declan Rice.
Bro, my fan base weren't talking about Rice until we were linked to Rice. So I don't get why he just became world class as soon as he came to Arsenal. He will be probably end of the season.
Rice. Joe's not even an Arsenal fan, and he's doing it with Declan Rice.
No, but
he just appreciates good football, bro. That's it.
I was saying he was good at West Ham. What it was, and I've said this before, Mo, you know I have, and Cunley might agree. A lot of Arsenal fans didn't respect him, wanted other players, and until he actually came through, it was the same with Ramsdale, it was the same with Ben White, and I don't know if it's because they come from lower end clubs at the time. It's like, nah, these aren't for us. We need this player, we need that player, and then when they come, it's like, so that's where, in comparison to say Ten Hag and Man United, for me, Arteta and Edu have got a lot of their business bang on, really. Through a lot of criticism, they've actually done good stuff.
Well,
except for Havertz.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, the problem for me, the problem is the renewals. Forget the signing. The renewal of Smith Rowe, the renewal of Nketiah, the renewal of Reece Nelson.
What's the problem with Smith Rowe?
I like Smith Rowe, but your manager is not. I actually think Smith Rowe should get a chance. Yeah. And I said that yesterday with Igal. I said he's a very good player.
And your he might still get a chance.
The guy,
he might
and
still
he's
get one.
Playing him. That's the problem.
He might still get one, man. The season's a long season, and there's plenty of games still to play, bro. So let's never say never, innit?
Yeah, I believe he's a good player. I just, for me, it's that renewal thing. You have to.
I agree. Like Arteta is not proving that he believes in his squad enough with the lack of rotation in certain situations. Like there's times where even I didn't even want Saka to play the game against Sevilla, not because I don't believe he's good. I just don't think he's ready yet. Even against Chelsea, he didn't look ready. Even though I was happy he got the assist at the end, he looks unfit. I would maybe drop him for this game against Sheffield United just to get a little bit of a rest and throw in Reece Nelson, because I need to see that you believe in these players as Arteta, or why give them 100k a week? Why? It don't make sense.
Yeah, for Arsenal, it's gonna be tricky. I actually think that Liverpool have everything that Arsenal needs, and Liverpool have everything that Arsenal has. Sorry, like all the 8s, one of them goes to Arsenal. Arsenal are like up here. One of the 6 that play for Liverpool, like if you sign Gravenberch instead of
mate,
Havertz,
oh my God.
Oh my word! Imagine Rice, Odegaard, and Gravenberch in 3 midfield. Imagine even McAllister as an 8 for you,
bro. Even if we sign Kudus to play,
Kudus as an 8, no,
it's better than Havertz, bro.
Like 65 million could have been spent somewhere else, and it could have made the squad, the team complete. Like your starting 11 would be complete. To be honest, I want to move on to Liverpool a little bit. So first of all, we all agree that Arsenal will batter Sheffield 3-4, something like this.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Anybody want Arsenal to lose? Michael?
Nah, they can win this. I think Sheffield United are garbage. I don't know what they're doing in the Premier League.
You know, sometimes there is a team like Everton. Even if they're underdogs, Everton, I want Everton to lose because I want them to get relegated. It's just, I'm
once
sorry,
and for all, right, bro.
If there is an Everton fan, it's bad enough. And you made it even worse by hiring Sean Dyche. It's like you made it even worse. Like it's even worse, bro. Like out of all the managers, you turn to Sean Dyche and like, yes, come teach us how to play football.
Their last 2 managers were Lampard and Dyche, bro. Come on, bro.
Like
they're not trying to.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they have Sean Dyche and they should get relegated. For Sheffield as well, I don't like their manager. I don't like him at all. He speaks out of his ass. And people say, we like him. He complains all the time, bro. Like all the time. After every game.
Legit, I couldn't tell his name.
Is it Danny Hickenbottom? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Is that who it is? Yeah. Hickenbottom's their manager. Oh,
yeah, I think it is.
Complain after every game.
Forgive me, Sheffield United. Forgive me.
Oh, Sheffield United. No, he used to be at Leeds United. Paul Heckingbottom is called.
Paul Heckingbottom. Okay.
Yeah. But apparently,
did he used to complain like this?
Chris Wilder's used to be. He's been spotted in and around Sheffield United, you know, and I don't know. I think he'll get the boot soon enough. But listen, this isn't on him. It's not on him. They sold their best players before the season started. The guy went to France. They let Sander Berger go, which was wild, to a relegation rival. They've got no money, and they're going down, aren't they?
Guys,
can I just ask Cumley a quick question though?
Go ahead,
Like, I was just about to transfer in, because I always taught FPL, right? I've got a conundrum here, because I've got Maddison and Son and no Saka. So I'm like, do I sacrifice Son for Saka? But I was going to, and then you mentioned, I might drop him for this game, and I'm a bit like, if you do that, it'll kill me. So what do I do, mate?
Yeah, I wouldn't go with Saka this week, bro, if I was you. Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. If he scores a hat-trick now, I'm coming to find out.
He's not in my team anyway, bro.
That's cool. That's cool.
Remind myself to get rid of
Yeah.
Odegaard as well, man. Jeez.
Sorry, Mo.
Liverpool though? I actually didn't watch the game yesterday. To be honest with you, I couldn't be bothered to watch you play Toulouse.
Does anyone watch Liverpool games that aren't Liverpool fans?
Well, even Liverpool fans didn't watch the game. Apparently,
Damn.
this is what
Wow.
it is.
Wow, people. You missed a masterclass from Ryan Gravenberch. Holy crap, he was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was amazing.
I have this claim, Michael.
Mhm.
After 2 games of watching Gravenberch, it's not this game, the couple of games he played, I said he will be your best midfielder, your best attacking midfielder, better than Szoboszlai.
It's a shout.
Shout.
But
He has better.
see more.
Doesn't he have?
Box,
So
man.
the reason why I say that, he has better attributes. I think physically he's very strong. I think he's a better
Szoboszlai is
ball
physically
carrier.
strong too.
But Gravenberch, his ball retention is amazing, right? He drops deep, gets the ball, drives with the ball, can pass, can shoot. I think he has everything.
Yeah, I think I really Dankeschön Bayern Munich. 30 million for this guy. That's half
I'm
of
fuming.
Havertz.
I wanted him before.
I think we pulled off a heist here, like a money heist. We pulled a heist here. This guy's unbelievable. It's been 2 games, and he's played against, or it's been a couple of games now, but he has started against Everton and Toulouse. They're not the strongest of opponents, but what I saw is the attributes. I've been starving, guys. I had to watch Henderson and Fabinho play for 2 seasons, even though the season before, when we're going for the quad, they were quality. Last season, I was like in the Saharan desert, just trying to find some water. And now I have found a lagoon. I am swimming, and there's Gravenberch, there's McAllister, there's Curtis Jones, who's performing well, Szoboszlai.
McAllister, didn't McAllister being dropping stinker after stinker every time he gets pressed?
Nah, last game against Everton, that was his best performance. That was his best performance.
That was his best performance against Toulouse at home.
He didn't play against Toulouse.
So the game before, all right.
Yeah, Everton game.
Against Everton, when there is no pressure on the guy that has the ball.
Okay. Well, he still did well in that match.
Again, I like McAllister. I just think he's a shit DM. He cannot play DM.
Yeah.
No, this is facts. He's not a DM. Let's be honest.
He's not a DM though. That's the problem.
He's not
I am judging him based on the plays that his manager is playing him at.
But stinker after stinker is a bit harsh, to be fair.
I think it's a bit harsh.
Okay. Maybe not a stinker. Bad performance is not up to the level of the other players around him.
Yeah, I would agree somewhat of that. Yeah, right. I would agree because McAllister hasn't been the best that I've seen with Argentina. But the problem is with Argentina, he's playing in the 8. For Brighton, he was playing in the 8. Obviously, sometimes playing the 6. Now he's playing in the 6 in the squad where we leave all the space, and he has to be the guy to stop the transitions. Whereas if you see him with the ball, like we saw the pass that he gave to Nunes, was it against West Ham? Unbelievable goal. The assist from McAllister. That's the attributes I want to see from McAllister. Yeah. I don't want him to defending. That's not McAllister's
That's
game.
What I'm saying. If McAllister plays closer to the forwards, he has a lot of weapons. He can shoot, he can pass, he can distribute. Play him deep isn't the right thing.
I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to play Endo?
I don't know. That's a mistake. But I think
it's not the end of the road, bro. Don't worry. Endo's got this.
Although Endo played really well yesterday.
You're exposing McAllister a little because we've seen this guy has so much ability closer to the goal.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh, but did you guys see the miss that Nunes had yesterday? You guys saw it definitely, didn't you?
Well, if I speak, people will laugh at me.
I've not seen it.
Mo, I want to hear you because I know you're not the biggest fan of Nunes.
I watched that miss. Listen. Brilliant takedown, brilliant dribbling to the goalkeeper, but then you're a bozo again because you cannot lift your head. You cannot lift your head. You don't know what the goal is. No, he hit the post, to be honest, but the goal was wide open.
Open net.
He dribbled everybody. The goal is wide open, and instead of hitting in the net, he hit the post again. He did it last year as well. The guy has a problem with his touch. Someone needs to coach this guy how to pass the ball and shoot the ball. It's strange.
I don't think it's that case, Mo. I think it's just more of a. He had a bozo moment there in that sequence. Like
he don't do tap-ins, bro. He don't do tap-ins, man.
Yeah, he doesn't really do tap-ins. Like he actually played a really good game yesterday.
Let me do this super chat before we go on to Nunes. Our midfield is Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. So that will work against a lower opposition teams. Will definitely work. Any team that presses McAllister playing in the DM and the deep line playmaker thing, when he gets pressed, it's not his game.
Please do that at the Emirates. Please do that at the Emirates, please.
Yes, it's not his game. You need I say Liverpool. I say something. I'm gonna go on to Nunes. If Liverpool get a proper DM in January, a proper DM, when I mean at someone at the caliber of Declan Rice, maybe even not. You don't even have to have someone who carries the ball like a
100
Paulinho
M,
that
bro.
can. No, a Paulinho that can just a destructive midfielder. Liverpool will be on par with Manchester City. I said it here. That's my opinion. One player.
But are they ready to spend 100 mil in
It's
January?
not 100 million. They were going to spend 105 million on Caicedo. So now go spend 8. Give freaking Fulham 80 million. Get Paulinho. Your starting 11 is complete with depth up front, with depth in the middle, and with depth in the back now. With this kid Konsa, with Matip, with Gomez.
We can't have FSG doing shit like that, bro. Come on.
Why?
Whoa. Steady here, man.
Hey,
Calm
man,
it down.
they were about to spend 100. when they were about to spend 115 million on Caicedo, I said, nah, I think they robbed the bank, FSG, because I would never imagine that those guys would spend money. But if you want to transition towards Nunes, he played, I thought, really good yesterday, and he's really.
I didn't watch the game. I just watched the miss.
I know. You saw the miss, but he did score. He did score a nice goal.
He did score a goal. It was sent to me.
I can imagine. But I think overall he has improved a lot to compare to last season. Last season he looked like a polar bear in the Pacific Ocean. Now he's kind of looking like a polar bear actually in the North Pole. He's looking. I quite like Nunes. I wasn't the biggest fan of him when we signed him. I was like, why are we spending this much money on a guy who's had one good season with Benfica? But he is showing quality.
I think it's too much money. I think he could have spent that money on someone
Mo,
that
but
is.
The problem
I think it's too much money spent on him. Do you think he's going to be world class? Here's the question. Do we think he's going to be world class? Do you think he's going to be the worthy starter for Liverpool Football Club?
I think so. I think he's.
You think it's going to be a Torres? You think it's going to be Luis
Suarez?
I
don't think he can never get to that Torres Suarez.
But that's the thing. To win the Premier League, you'll need that caliber of a player. To win the Premier League, you'll need that. You'll need the Torreses. You'll need the Suarez, especially if Pep is here. You will need the Firmino to unleash everybody around him. What is Nunes going to do? Is he going to be a number 9 for you? That's it.
No, he's definitely going to be a number 9 for us. He's not going to be linking up play. He's just going to be a guy who's going to get the goals for us. That is going to be Nunes. And he has improved a lot. His overall play, I would say, link up and passing this season compared to last year. He needs to
don't disagree with you. People think when I say Nunes is bad, I say he is bad. He is not Liverpool's level. Like, I want Joe, give us an example with a player at Leeds that you thought, he's a good player, but he shouldn't be starting for Leeds week in, week out. I think last year you had plenty of these guys who were
Patrick Bamford.
Patrick Bamford. He's all right, but is he a Premier League level player? Is Darwin Nunes at this level? I like Darwin Nunes off the bench. I think he's very good in transition.
No, he has to be starting for us now. He needs to be our starter. We cannot keep chopping and changing. Oh, you can sit this game, next game you start. He needs to be consistently number 9. We need to give him that confidence because he is showing it. With Uruguay, he's under Marcelo Bielsa. Joe knows. I think he's perfect for Marcelo Bielsa ball. And he's showing it with Uruguay. Then with Liverpool, he is improving. And I just think you got to be patient with him. Last season, he had a bunch of bozo moments. This season, you got to be patient. With the midfield he has right now, who is able to create for him, and we know the pace he has and the physicality, Nunes will keep getting better and better. But to me, with that miss yesterday, he got immediately subbed off 30 seconds later. They just laughed about it because he already got the goal, so it didn't really matter too much in the day.
I don't have an agenda, people in the chat. Mr. Link is saying, who does this DM start over? One of the 3. Like, you have 3 brilliant players in McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch. The DM starts over one of them. Do you have to? Don't do what England did when they had to fit in Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, and they ended up without a DM and Beckham on the right side, and they lost the World Cup. Don't do that. You can have
Liverpool
quality players.
Do that. We need you to do that.
People want to show players because they think they're good. That's not how football works. That's not how football works.
It's not FIFA, man.
Like, you need a proper DM to start playing football. That's the thing.
Don't encourage them, man. Leave them as they are, man.
And then again, this Mom has an agenda against Liverpool. Why would I have the agenda against the only team that has an Egyptian player starting week in, week out? The pride of Egypt. Why would I want that?
And the only manager who's beaten Pep to a title.
Well, I think this year, I'm not sure if you'll get a DM in January, but if not, then Arsenal go get a proper 8. I think they're the main rivals.
I wouldn't disagree.
We're not
with that,
getting a proper 8, so let's just say that.
Why not?
because we won't.
So play Zinchenko there then, and just get it over.
I would love that. I would freaking love that, Mo. But our manager,
me and you, we talked about that, right? No, it was Dawood and Brandon, and they called me nuts. I said the only guy actually on the team that played that position before for his national team and captained the national team is freaking Zinchenko. You want to play anybody else other than him?
No, but to be honest, on tomorrow's game is going to be quite interesting for the fact that Partey isn't available. Like, does he go with Havertz again in the 8, or does he go with someone else? And obviously with Jesus not available, so what happens? Havertz, Havertz and freaking Nketiah.
Kunli gets headache every time Havertz is mentioned. Joe, listen, Liverpool, give me your props. Like, what do you think about Liverpool? Like, they have an easy game. You play Brent. Who do you play? Nottingham Forest. Simple game, easy game. Easy. Are Liverpool serious this year about winning the title? Because people keep saying.
I think so. Mate. I'm actually excited about the running. I want to see where everyone's at Christmas, obviously, and see, and then after January, I do think there's going to be a bit of a mad resurgence from City, as we always see. How that'll look, I'm not too sure, but it'll do something. Maybe we'll see Jack Grealish more, and he might have fire in his belly with him being dropped. City will do something. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's disappointing Arsenal drop points against Chelsea. And big shout out to you, Mo, by the way, because you called that, to be fair, last week.
He said Chelsea would win, actually, so let's not give him too much praise.
Fair.
He did say 2-1,
yeah, I didn't envisage them getting anything, but City will do something. But I'm just excited at the prospect of there being so many teams. The only team that I'm confident won't be in the mix, and this might sound wild, is Spurs. The only reason is because it's
wow.
They're not going to be there. They don't have the depth. They don't have the experience to run to like last the course. I don't think they will be up there. They'll get top 5. That's great. I think if you'd have said that to Spurs fans at the start of the season, losing Harry Kane, they'd be buzzing. Spurs have, and I expect them to win tonight, and they'll win more games. But I just think towards the business end, we'll be looking at Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. And I'm excited by the prospect.
I didn't want to key you in on the plan. Like, the plan is this with Spurs, okay? We've just got to let them win enough games where the fans start to believe that they can. Yeah, and then that's all we needed to get to that point, and then boom, just do the Spurs shit that you always do, man. Just let history just take care of itself.
Yeah.
But till then, if Spurs fans, enjoy yourselves, man. Top of the league, ooh, all that stuff.
If Son gets injured or Maddison gets injured, they're knackered, aren't they? Really, let's be honest. So,
but until then, Joe, they're not injured, innit? They're not injured. Let them ride. Let them ride the wave, bro.
Do you guys like Nunes as a striker?
I do.
Marcelo Bielsa.
There you go.
I look at him as a Diego Forlan regen, but everyone laughs at me whenever I say that. But watch this space, man. Watch this space.
But have you guys seen improvement from him from this season compared to last season? Because last season he was really struggling big time.
Just raw, isn't he? But I just don't. I think the thing is, I was going to chime in when you were talking. The price tag is going to be the thing that scuppers him, because if you bring him in cheaper and he doesn't come in the same season as Haaland, I know these things shouldn't matter, but they do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think if you don't have that big price tag and you bring him in for a nominal fee, everyone's willing to say, do you know what? Yeah, give the guy time. There's clearly talent there. He's a young lad, but because he's coming at such a big fee, people expect more. And when you're missing gilt-edged chances, when you touches off, it's like, you can't do that, man. You can't be spending 80 million, whatever it was, and be like that. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Thank you so much.
It's crazy, to be honest.
Someone from outside, neutral. Here you go.
If Liverpool had just kept Mane last season and signed Nunes, I think his whole Liverpool career would be completely different. Yeah. He wouldn't have had any pressure. He would have just been able to eased into the squad. Then this year, he would have had a little bit more pressure, but he would have been more comfortable with it. I definitely believe there's been growth this season, though, 100%. Man.
Like, he improved, but not yet. The one that people sleeping on is Luis Diaz. I actually think Luis Diaz has been. Like, people don't talk about him. People talk about Nunes, Salah, Szoboszlai, McAllister, this, Gravenberch, that. Nobody mentions Diaz.
And I really love Diaz. I saw a lot of criticism for the last couple of weeks, but I think it's because he doesn't get the amount of goals or assists as Salah, and they think, he doesn't have the impact in the game. He got the penalty for us last week against Everton. when it looked like we were not going to score a goal in that game.
Do you know what? I think it's the opposite. I think he gets taken for granted a little bit because we just expect him to be good. Like I don't think anyone's really worried about the Diaz thing. He just keeps doing his thing like he always does. But everyone's focused on is Salah getting involved in the game, is Nunes improving. But they're like, Diaz, no one's really worried about what Diaz is doing because you lot can kind of rely on him. I think that's what it is more than anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I just think Diaz, he's the third guy. I think he's kind of accepted that role. And if he can keep doing it more and more, I think that front three now is looking scary again. Compared to last season where it was mostly just, I would say, Salah and Jota and then Gakpo at the end. Now we got 5 guys. We can bring on Jota off the bench. We can bring off Gakpo off the bench. Just so many attacking weapons. It's just defensively. That's the only problem I have with our squad. We give up way too many chances. Can that be sorted out with just a DM signing? Possibly. Maybe a little bit tactical switch as well. But I'm really happy with the team. I think we're one season away from truly challenging. We need another transfer window in the summer to get that DM. And the next season, we're going to go for it.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that here, Liverpool fans. We are not doing that here. And you know why we're not doing that? One season away from challenging. No, you lot have got the great, mighty Jurgen Klopp, who's won everything at your club. You've got still title winners in your squad. You just invested 100 million into your midfield that didn't have legs last season, and now it has legs. You guys are in a title challenge. Am I saying you guys can push City all the way and win the league? I don't know, but you're definitely the most experienced team to do it, to push them all the way. So
of course, because we're the only ones in the last couple of years to win it. But I just don't. I see us, and I don't see us as Premier League winners. I think we can challenge until like maybe week 25, week 26, where we could fade away. I just want to see how do we do against Man City. Was it November 26th, right after the international break, lunchtime kickoff? That's going to be a good game to see. What is this Liverpool team? Are we going to truly challenge? Can we play? Can we go toe to toe? No, it's at Etihad, I think. Right after international break, a 12:30 kickoff. These Premier League. I swear to God.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Last part is Chelsea. Just a quick. Who thinks that Chelsea can catch up to the top 6?
Oh yeah, top 6, 100%. That's where it stops, though.
Not top 4.
Nah,
they won't get Champions League.
They won't get Champions League. So who will get? If Chelsea get 5th, they can go to the. I think.
Champions League, yeah, it's top 5.
Is that confirmed? Because I keep hearing different things with this thing.
It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
They have an outside chance with 5th, but definitely not top 4.
But you think the top 4 are going to stay the same?
Yeah,
Newcastle
potentially.
Have a shout?
Yeah, Newcastle have a chance in swapping with
Don't
Spurs.
Don't Villa as well. Villa are flying, aren't they? Villa
they are.
Good, Ollie Watkins is
so why Chelsea, they cannot, because of the run they have, like they cannot win the games. Like, listen, they can be 15 points if they win this game. They have an easy game, I think, against Brentford, if I'm not mistaken.
That's not going to be easy, Mo. I don't know. Brentford ain't an easy team.
12:30 kickoff, bro. It's not easy.
I think they're undefeated
West
against
London
Chelsea
derby.
in the last 3 games as well, Brentford, if I'm not mistaken.
They beat them twice last season, bro.
Yep.
That's why Brentford were West London's finest, mate. So Chelsea are trying to claw back the title of West London's finest. They've already beat Fulham. So they've got a big game at 12:30 tomorrow. So I don't think it'll be easy, but for some reason I think Chelsea... Do you know what? Actually, no, we're not doing predictions, right? So let's not get.
You can predict the game if you want. Do you want Chelsea to lose, though? Everybody here wants Chelsea to lose for sure.
Yeah. Just to see just to hear what Don has to say in the reaction. It's always fun.
Ahmed here, a Chelsea fan, of course. Thank you, Ahmed. Is saying, do you think Nkunku coming back faster than anticipated is going to help this Chelsea team? 100%. Expected to be back after the next international break. Listen, if Nkunku comes back, I think they're dangerous. Chukwuemeka as well. Badiashile is the one I'm waiting for to come back, to be honest.
He's a quality center back.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
And I think that Chelsea, people are sleeping on Chelsea. They look all right. And if it clicks up top, if they get Nkunku.
Nkunku's huge, isn't he? Like you say, if he hits the ground running more, it could be.
Yeah, 100%. Ahmed, thank you for the super chat. But I'm all
about. Mo, what are you saying? Are you asking us? And you need to make sure this is clear. Are you asking?
No.
us,
I'm saying my opinion. It's my show. I'm saying
no. I'm just wanted to make sure you're asking. Are you asking us? Can Chelsea get into the top 4, or can they finish in the top 6?
Yeah, you answered that and said no.
Which one?
You answered this and said no. You already.
No, but which one are you asking us? Like, are Chelsea getting into the top 4 or are they getting in the top 6? Which one? Because you asked top 6
Can they
first.
catch up to the top 4? Simple as that.
No.
No chance.
I still think they can.
Okay, they won't. They won't. They can, but they won't.
But they won't. But you
Yeah.
don't see the future, do you? But if Spurs
I
have
don't,
injuries,
but that's what predictions are there for. So that's what I'm saying. To predict. I think you're going to see them, and don't get me wrong, they're going to beat a top side this season well. And everyone's going to think, they're back. They're going to have some really good standout performances from time to time. But I just don't think this year is enough.
you're not but hurt because you draw against them.
Why would I be hurt at drawing at the bridge,
Because
man?
you
I'm
should
beating
be
there for
winning
6 years,
against
bro.
them. Yeah, but
I'm beating it for 6 years.
It's all about this
We're all right.
season, bro. You 2 points dropped for a team that you shouldn't be dropping points to, based on you and everybody else that said, yeah, we're going there to collect.
Yeah, but based on you, we should be losing. So it's a win-win. We drew.
You should be losing, Chelsea. You should be losing. But yeah,
you
at the
said
end,
we were
you're
going to
win.
lose 2-1.
Yes.
And we drew. So
which
based
one was
on your
closer?
based
from
on
us?
your
Me,
opinion,
my prediction, or your prediction?
neither of us, because we
Forget
both.
the
I said 2-1 to Arsenal. You said 2-1 to Chelsea, and it was 2-2. So we're both.
What
wrong.
about you saying it would be an easy game for you?
2-1? Does it? I never said
No,
easy.
forget
I said
predictions
2-1.
because we don't see the future, right? But we predict games. We predict what happens in the game.
No, but I said 2-1. That was my prediction. 2-1 was my prediction, and I only missed it by one score. Same as you.
Prediction, right? You're just you want to keep the numbers, right? You want to just say the numbers
because that's what football is at the end of the day. Results.
My point is, I'm not trying to prove you wrong. You underestimated Chelsea. You still underestimate them.
I underestimate them. Yeah, for sure. If that's your point, then yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's my. Forget the prediction.
Okay, yeah,
forget what
sure,
happened.
For sure, I still underestimate them.
So you don't think they have a good team?
No, they're two different things. They have a good team with good players. And I don't rate their manager personally. I think he's a fraud personally, and I don't think he's going to get them playing well enough to win enough games to get in the top 4. Are they going to have some good performances? Of course, they've got quality in that squad. Of course, they will. They'll probably beat some top teams. But in terms of body of work, I don't see them going on a big enough run to be able to secure 4th place this season. Next season, we'll have another conversation, though.
All right. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see. I think they will be all right this year. They might not get top 4 because I don't think they're gonna get top 4 for another reason because I don't think Spurs will fall. That's the thing. That's another one.
So you're fighting me on something you don't even believe. All right, cool.
I'm not. I think it's the way you talk about Chelsea is that you really like not.
Yeah, but we both have the same conclusion. So what does it matter, man?
It matters. The opinions matter.
Because we both don't think they're gonna get the top 4.
I'm telling you, we can both predict, for example, a draw for a game.
Mm-hmm.
But I predict the team to play better than the other team. I predict the team to have the other team opened up, while the other person predicts the team to have an easy game and luck and this that.
Irrelevant. That's if different. The results the same,
it's
bro.
Absolutely irrelevant because we don't watch football just for results. Otherwise, we can just have results. Why are we watching the games then? We can just all look at FootMob or SofaScore and look at the results. What's the point of watching the games if we're not going to talk about them?
I never said we shouldn't talk about them. I didn't say we shouldn't talk about them, but the bottom line is the result. What is the result at the end of the day? That's the bottom line. So we can dissect the match for sure, but the bottom line is we both thought of the draw.
We don't know the results. We can absolutely predict the results, but we can actually see how the game is going to go. We can try to analyze.
We don't know the game, so we have to predict the game too, no?
Well, you don't know the game. I know the game. That's different.
Fair enough.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining, guys. The guys, all the channels. Joe, congratulations, 25,000 subs.
Jeez.
Fantastic work, Joe. To be honest, fantastic work. Keep up the good work. People are here. Hit that like button and go subscribe to the guys. Like the last video or 10 if you want. Tunnel TV is there. Michael Talks Football, and it's just a Joe football show.
Why didn't we get a congratulations, man? Why didn't we get one?
I think you have been on 30K for a while.
It's 35 now, but whatever, it's cool.
Oh,
no, it's fine. No. Let's not make a big deal out of it. Let's not.
No. Sorry, apologies. I didn't know that you reached 35, to be honest. Joe tweeted about it.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the thing. That's how I knew.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't favoritism.
not
That's what it was. Big up Joe Nation every time, bro.
Thank you, everybody that watched us. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to like the video before you go. And I appreciate all the guys. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Joe. And thank you, Kunle, for sure, for every time. We appreciate you guys. Maybe turn on the notification bell to know when we go live. We're not still regular in time. So turn on the notification bell. It's very important for us. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace.